Hello guys and welcome. So in this video I wanted to answer the question, what is Streets of Rage 4? This video is aimed at people who know nothing about Streets of Rage 4 and have always been curious. Hopefully it will serve as a good starter guide for you. So Streets of Rage is actually a game series that dates back to the early 90s. It was originally developed by and published by Sega for the Sega Genesis, or what was known as the Sega Mega Drive in the UK. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up with back then 2D sprites, and Streets of Rage 4 is not any different, except obviously since the early 90s, technology and graphics and everything have moved on a hell of a lot, so they can add a lot more interesting like dynamics and characteristic to the new game. Now, Streets of Rage 4 is actually being developed by Lizardcube, Crush Games and Dotemu, but in collaboration with Sega because it's a Sega property. And it's set to be released at some point during 2020 for Windows, for the Nintendo Switch, for PlayStation 4, for Xbox One, for all platforms basically. And yeah, so as you can see on the screen, you can see the idea of it. And what is, again, with the modern times, it is going to feature 4-player co-op as well. So you'll be able to co-op this game with friends. Now, what I'm going to do as part of this What Is series, I'm going to link as many useful resources into the description below, the official website, links to these trailers, to the Wikipedia, things like that. So for me, as a 35-year-old, Streets of Rage was one of those games I remember seeing on the arcade when I was growing up, like I said, in the early 90s. So, and it's nice that some people have passion to keep this franchise going, albeit 20 years later. So, yeah, and also as well, even though the original Streets of Rage games are really old, they're still classics, they're still amazing. And you still can actually get them as well. So you can always get them on Steam. And if you have the Genesis Mini, then I believe it's one of the games featured on there and so on as well. So if you haven't heard of Streets of Rage, this was, at the time, one of the great games that was available in arcades around the time when Street Fighter first came out. And you had, like, you know, Street Fighter 2 and games like that. And yeah, it was crazy fun. It was a fun time for gaming the early 90s. It really was, for anyone who was there. I'm sure you'll have fond memories of it. So yeah, so I'll keep this one brief. As I said, if there's any good resources you know about this game, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will be sure to add them to the description of the video. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can watch a random video over there. You can watch the latest upload down there, or you can click down here to subscribe. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.